Yeah, that's good. Glad to hear you're actually going to be joining us in a bit of farm sim. What's that there? There we go. Let's get rid of it. Oh, will you stop hitting that one? Dang it. Don't need you for the minute. You can go in there. Hopefully there's some space. Nope, there isn't. Typical. Bye for the minute. Also, I do have some of these overclocked, but it's still very slow. There we go. That's better. That's a Mark 1. Have I got enough for 2? Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, not sure what happened there. I know Twitch has been having a few issues recently. I know yesterday I disconnected like twice, I think it was. Very, very strange. But yeah, my internet seems pretty stable. It's showing a good connection, so no eyes, dear. I need concrete. Dang it. So let's grab some of you out there. Might have to do the tier 1 belt actually. Yeah, because I'm not going to have enough. I can always upgrade it in a bit. Right, so let's bring you around here. And there's a kitty cat calling in the background. Nice. Right, so let's bring this over here a sec. I can actually work on the concrete productions. Yeah, I've got my phone up and it did die. For some weird reason, Twitch's been having a right strange one recently. Right, so merger. We'll slap that into there. A lot of people have been complaining about it disconnecting over the last week or so. Alright, so that's fine for the minute. So let's go. Now, do I have enough for me? Got that. I've got that. Oh, I might be able to do that. So, crafting bench. Back to doing this again. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, like I mentioned yesterday, I'm trying to get to the 1,000 follower goal by, if possible, the end of the year. Currently, I've got 972 followers, so it's kind of cool. So getting there, just 28 more people to follow me, and I'll be there. We'll see if it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It's one of those things. But anyway, Mr. Bad Lad, how are you doing? And actually, out of curiosity, because obviously you've been watching Darius and a few other people doing Satisfactory, will you be getting it? I'm not sure if it's for on Xbox, so that's another thing. There we go. So let's see how we're doing now. Might have enough. So whenever I do the upgrades, I always try and start at the far end and go from there. Let's grab these. Another good way of doing it is actually riding on these belts. Yes, I'm going to need definitely more. Just out of curiosity, is this isn't overclocked, is it? Because that would help as well. Nope, didn't think so. So, as I do have some in there, that can go in there. Boop. So this is something you do need to keep an eye on. Obviously, so obviously all these nodes. So as you can see, this is actually saying it's an impure node. So it's not going to be putting out a lot. Obviously, when let me just undo all these a sec. So when you're just starting out, obviously this is actually going to output 30 pieces of limestone per minute on an impure node. Obviously you can underclock it if you wanted to, so it's even slower. Obviously I always try and aim to be overclocking them, especially on these impure ones. Then I tend to do pretty much everything bar the pure nodes. That's a little bit better flow, to be honest. But yeah, right. These back upstairs and sort out these concrete productions. It isn't on console. That's a shame. You want to get a PC, buddy? I thought Saturday was your daughter's. Hey, Bad Farmer. Yeah, like I said, it would have been, but unfortunately she's not feeling too well. So I thought I'd just jump in, do a bit of a satisfactory stream, help answer any questions you guys may have. I know one thing that Coffee Stains mentioned actually is that they were planning on trying to get it for console. Right, so 75, 140. Um, 140. So this is what you have to look at, because obviously those miners are now pumping out 140 per minute. So then you have to figure out how much you're going to need going in to then figure out how many lines you can run. So 45, 90. I'd probably do 3 for now. And I tend to run 3 off of each, regardless. So let's see if I've got enough to get that in there. No, I don't. Okay. So the purpose of the game is to basically mine resources throughout the map, Mr. Bad Lad, and then create additional products, kind of the same way the productions are in Farm Sim. And then obviously you have to create higher tier stuff and then send it off world. Now obviously the more you unlock, the more processes you can do. Obviously, as you've seen from Darius' stream yesterday, you can get more higher power types, different products and such. So obviously you can go up to like I think it's tier 8 currently. I'm not sure if you can go any higher. I've only ever got up to tier 8. I'm currently working on the tier 4 stuff. Obviously, like as you can see, I can unlock the miners too, in case beams and such. Hypertubes, they're great fun to get around. You can actually launch yourself into the air as well with them. Obviously, one thing I do need to get on at some point and sort out is these guys. Logistics, tier 3 belts, cool. I really get these sorted out, but I need coal for that. And obviously power storage is great as well. That will definitely be coming in handy. Yeah, so it's basically building big well, it doesn't have to be necessarily big factories, but productions anyway. Actually, how are we getting on there? That's up to bit. I need to bring that together. Let's redo this a sec. Right, let's do one. I'm going to do one container coming off of each. Hopefully I've got enough space. Yep, good. Let's drop that lot in there for now. There we go. But yeah, the guys who did Satisfactory also did Goat Simulator. There we go. Which is kind of one reason I wanted to really stick to Coffee Stains for today. There we go. And that is definitely not straight. Why are you not straight? Interesting. So it must be that one there I need then. Must be. Oh, I always like trying to get things lined up. Yeah, that's better. There's one. That one is slightly off, so that's horrible. Which is pain. Let's grab that. That to there. I was kind of hoping that Mr. Cope might be able to jump in and I could maybe help him out. That's better. Unfortunately, he's a little bit busy at the moment. Right, so that's not too bad. Just need to add power to there. Right, power for this lot. There we go, that's fine. That's not too bad. It's trickling in, that's fine for now. That is fine for now. Right, so I do need to get 2 additional lines up and running. One for getting some iron ingots and one for copper ingots. Oh yeah, if it's not one thing, it's another, guys. Right, so what I can actually do is cut boards in Darius and Eels. I know he was streaming earlier. Is he finished streaming or something? Because he was doing a little bit of oops.
Life.
Mute. Oh yeah, he's doing a little bit of PV Wolf Creek. That's a good game actually, or a good map. Oh, fiddlesticks. That is one nice thing. Normally, before I think it was update 7, you would have died doing that, or very nearly died. Obviously, they've increased that nicely. So, so what I'm kind of thinking is running some belts underneath this area here, because obviously this is going to be my walkway, and I can then take it over to that side. But what I need is more concrete. Dang it. Oh, before he started. Oh, okay. I didn't realise Darius and Evil were still streaming earlier. Must have been literally just before I woke up then. But yeah, no, he's had a lot of difficulties trying to get started. So, and understand. I think it's the understanding of the game. It's kind of why I thought, well, why not do a bit of Satisfactory and maybe help him out. But yeah, he's fine. I think the biggest issue is obviously is that there's a lot of maths in this game as well, guys. Trying to figure out the outputs of one to go into another, and then how many. Yeah. To be honest, even I struggle at times, especially on. It's mainly on the power. That is one that always gets me. Whenever I do like the power stuff, try to set them up, I always bugger them up, which is annoying. Right, so it's now one thing. Obviously, as you can see, I'm just clicking, doing one at a time here. If you hit the R key, you can actually zoop it and then place down 10 at a time if you wanted to as well. You can go vertically and horizontally. Just hit the R key again, and then you can actually change it. So for instance, obviously I can see him zooping horizontally there. Vertically, if you hit the R again, or yeah, there we go, vertically, you can actually build it up that way as well if you wanted to. Right, so that one. So let's do this side. I'm probably going to run out of plates in a sec. Yep, thought as much. Dang it. And one thing I would recommend as well, if you are just starting out, is to make sure you got plenty of resources in your pocket. Yeah, not a problem, buddy. Yeah, so obviously I'm only going to be going on to about midday. Just the usual stream. Obviously, be lunchtime. But I can jump into Discord if you want to chat. There we go for a minute. Now, just out of curiosity, I did have them unlocked, didn't I? Yes. And yeah, I got plenty there. Cool. Right, so let me remove you. Makes life a little bit easier. What I'm going to do is replace these. Did I place that too low? It looks like I might have done. Oops. Let's pop that there, sec. And yep, there we go. Bring that across. far as it'll go. One more. Without following. There we go. Also, I will be removing these platforms later on. I'm just going to do it this way, just so I can get in with the belts a little bit easier. So somewhere over here, I think this is the Ficsit stuff. So let's pop out there for a minute. I'm going to be placing down 2 smelters, and I can run them into it a little bit easier. Do you have a weight limit? Nope. And the thing with this game as well, there's no technically gravity, so you can actually levitate things without supports. So if you look at the bridge area there, it's not being supported by anything along the way, which is kind of cool. Obviously, I am trying to set it up with at least legs or supports of some form as I'm going, because obviously that's what you do in real life. But obviously my coal plant over there, that's just floating in mid-air. Obviously with that, if there was like a weight, that would be crushing down, and yeah. So now, obviously one thing you can do is obviously you do get some inventory. You can unlock more inventory as you go, or like I said, there's mods out there that can unlock a whole lot of room. That's one thing that I think Darius and NPC are using a lot of. So I do need a couple of smelters here, just set them up. So let's pop one in line there, and we'll pop one just there. Now the nice thing is, obviously, one of the things I do always focus on is unlocking some of these guys. So let's pop that into number 8 for a minute, make it easier. And these are going to be floor holes, so I can run those belts in there. That's fine. And let's see. So obviously I'm going to be using the tier 1 stuff for the minute. Rotate that around into there. And always make sure that it is pointing in and not out. And then what I could probably do is run the belts from there into there. So if I do one of them there, let's see. So that's going to need the iron ingot. Dagnang it, they're the wrong way around. Copper. I might change them actually. Let me switch that to copper, because that'll be easier. So that is going to be doing copper ingots. Some belts from there to there. And then what I'll do is I'll put the silvers in here. Right, stick that in there, that can go in there as well. So that's going to be the coppers, there's that. So there, bring that across. There. I think it's about there, is it? Hope so. Right, so there we go. Yeah, it's not too bad. Right, so obviously we're going to need to get that copper in over here and that there. Right. Copper and iron ingot brought over. So what I'm probably going to do is run 2 belts across, one going into each. Right, so let's pop the belt there. So this is where it's going to be going up. Actually, yeah, there, and hopefully this is going to work. So this is going to be for the copper. Yep, good. Try to figure out how to do this. So obviously we're going to have one just there. Oops. And probably going to do it. Got to try and get the right angle. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. I can cope with that. I can cope with that, that's fine. And one thing you can do as well, if you are doing it this way, is you can actually mount more belts on underneath. Right, so that is in the middle, so that's fine. Makes life a little bit easier. So there. This is something that was added in quite recently as well. There we go. And am I going to run out? Oh no, good. Let's see, where are you? Right about there. Come here, you. Just enough space to get the two in there. Nice. Bugger. Is it going to take it over? Oh, please say. Oh. Right, so I'm going to have to take that bit out and that bit out. And we'll grab that again. Roll on when I can get some of these higher tier belts unlocked. There we go. Right, so copper. Just pop you there a minute. I'm probably going to change that one in a minute. And we'll pop that there a sec. And I'm going to run that underneath here. I think there should be about right. That's not too bad. I think I can cope with that. So, one thing I do need to do is get some of that out of there, brought up. So I need a splitter, which be fine there. Need a lifter. Obviously, in being a tier 1, that's fine. Just take that right up to there. Yeah, I think that's going to be a little bit close for that cut. Yeah, I thought so. So what we'll do, we'll take it from here, and we're going to line it up with that with a nice curve if we can. Oop, my mouse likes acting up at times. Come on, behave, behave. Fine if you're going to be like that. So, where is that line? So it'll be right there. 1, 2. Pan it around. Then that can connect to that. So that's the copper ore coming through. Let me do this a sec. So same thing on this side. I need to find a area to put a splitter down. Oh, splitter. Also helps hitting the right button. So there we go. Lifter. Now this is not going to quite be right, so I think it'll be fine. We'll just take that straight from there, connect it to that, done! Right, so while that's trickling, oh, it's slightly off. Oh, dang it. Oh well. I can tidy that up later, not a problem. And I do need to grab these off of here. And that one. Oop. Now, obviously, one thing as well to bear in mind is, depending on where you are, you get this green smog that can hurt you. There's also animals that will attack you. So obviously, you will need to get like one of these little jobby things in my hand, or some of the other ones. They can all be crafted in here. So, for example, the Xeno Zapper. Oh, excuse me, that's what I've currently got. I can then actually go into Xeno Basher. Another cool one for obviously the Fixmiss farming is a Candy Cane Basher. Yeah, it's just a candy cane at the end of the day that you can whack and get naff all out of it. But it's a little bit of fun. Righty. Hopefully I got. See, it's still up and down, up and down, up and down. It's annoying, but should be fine for now. Alright, so let's bring that to there. There. 1, 2. And make sure you're set up for copper ore, that's fine. That'll be coming through into there, and then those reds can come into that. Okay. I do need to get some more of those set up into there. Oop. Ba -ba -da -ba -da. Whee! Alright, so let's grab that, grab that. Boink, boink. At some point I will obviously redo all these and have some splitters set up. So some's going into storage, some goes into... Oops, wrong one. The next production. But yeah, it's still early days. Boink. There we go. So just got to wait for this to kick in. Obviously, how those belts are freaking slow. Hey. Let's stick that back. Let's stick that back. I do have some more precedence there actually. You're full. That's full. That's good. Who's not filled up? You. So let's shove that in there. One nice thing is obviously where I've got some being taken out for storage, I can just come in here if need be. If I can find a bugger. There we go. And grab a couple of them, just to get them filled up. So there. Then that'll help actually as well when first starting out. If you can do that, it does make life a little bit easier. Do 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 do. Sing a happy song. I've got that in my head. What is that? What is that? Obviously, overclocking. You're going to need like power shards. That is for definite. Have these kicked in yet? Oh, looks like it. Yay, cool. So that should be the copper going in there. That's fine. Yeah, lovely jubbly. Now at some point I will be adding back in Fixsit farming. How does Darius have a gun? That's something that can be unlocked. Oops, let's get rid of that. A little bit later on. Is it in here? I can't remember. You can get a little gun. Yeah, it's in here, isn't it? If I remember rightly, it's in one of the higher tiers. But yeah, you got gun. There's a what you call it? There's like bombs as well. You can throw at some of the animals and blow them up. Yep, I had all that once upon a time. Oh man. Right, is this actually doing another thing? Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, there we go. Forgot to set that up last night. Oh, dang it. Right. Yep. Obelisks. That's the other one, the bombs basically, and then you get your rifle that you can use as well. Right, so let's do that, do that. There's that. Get that pumping a bit faster. Oh, I've got that one full. I haven't used the obelisks much, to be honest. I usually just aim for the rifle or the zapper. Ba-ba-dum, ba-dum-ba-dum. Also, another thing as well, further along, is I can unlock like a hover pack and jetpack and stuff. So that will be something I'll try and get unlocked at some point. Not quite there yet. That's better actually. That should be fine. Oops. Ba-ba-da-bam. Now, obviously, when you're dismantling things as well, if you hold down the control button, you can select more than just the one. Oop. Which makes life a lot easier getting rid of some of these stuff. Whoops. Fudge. Didn't mean to do that. Yes, I do fall down a lot as well, by the way, guys, in this game. I am probably one of the worst for it. That's for sure. So obviously you can do it just individually, or just hit that control button and then it will do an entire line. Da, 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 da. Do I need that there? Not really. I want to keep at least one to show that it's not going to be floating. So da, 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 there we go, just like that. That's not too bad. I think I can cope with that. Another nice thing is later on as well, once you unlock certain things, is there's like it's almost like a beam support type thing that you can actually encase some of these in as well. I did tinker around with that a little bit previously, but haven't really done much with that. But it does look kind of good. Obviously Darius does it, and I've seen a few other people doing it as well. Right, so one thing I need to do is get rid of you, you, and you. I am going to put just one back. Or I can get away with two, that's fine. Obviously one thing that does bug me is clipping. So obviously I can see the bottom of the belt there is clipping, but it looks like it's almost like it's being supported by obviously those wall pieces, so that's fine. So that is working, that's doing good. La la la, la 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 la. So that's working, that's working. So I suppose, as that's actually being really slow, I can overclock some of that. So obviously what you can do is put in your power shards there. You can get them from of different slugs around the map. There's also the purple one, which gives you, I think it's like a 15 or something. Oh, no, 5 shards. I'm not in too much of a rush, so let's get rid of that. Actually, I might just leave it a little bit overclocked on one for now. Let's pop one in there as well. Come on, in you go. Oh, fine, if you're going to be like that. Also, another thing, if you are going to start overclocking things, keep an eye on your power as well, because obviously it is going to need more. So for example, there you go, so yeesh. Yeah, the coal's not leveling out enough yet for me. Really need to get in and do some of those iron beams, and that will probably help that out. Yeah, so that's what I was going to do, wasn't I? So I've got that working. I'm now kind of debating at this point is having them go into their own containers, so they can carry on producing. Then what I can then do is set up splitters later on. Let's grab that. Let's grab that lot. You can stay as you are. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best thing. So, have I got enough room? Ooh, just. So as you can see, there is an inside and one outside. So make sure that you're lining them up correctly. And I want you about there. Hopefully that's on the centre. It's pretty close. I think it's slightly off actually on that one. Yeah, that's what it is. It's slightly off on that one. If you also want to try and line these things up, what you can do is climb on top of them as well. Yeah, that's fine. And line them up that way. So obviously the centre is going to be there. If you hold the control key down, it will also lock it onto those lines. Make life a little bit easier when placing down. There's that, there's that. That's fine. So belts. Hopefully I've got enough to do all these now. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And ooh, that's fine. So we've got some red balls coming out there, so they can go into there. Some blues are there. This is going to be these tree branches. The candy canes. And the bows. Right, so the next thing I'm probably going to be end up needing to do is set up. Actually, might as well do this as well while I'm at it. Is scrap you a sec. I'm sure I pretty much put them in the middle. There we go. Yeah, so obviously to unlock more of the Ficsit Christmas stuff, Fixmas stuff, I should say, you're going to need additional productions going. Where the heck are you? Oh, you're off center, aren't you? So somewhere around about there. So this is kind of what I want to try and set up for now, if I can. There we go. That's fine. Hopefully I've got enough. Yep, 21. Yeah. I hate seeing belts that are slightly off. Yes I am, and I'm also trying to unlock additional Fixmas stuff. So obviously if you're not sure what Fixmas is, it's basically the satisfactory Christmas stuff. Right, so that is going to be my white ones, or silver I should say. So they can go in there, so that's going to be the golds. Right, so that's that's fine. So I'm going to carry on focusing on down this way. For all of this lot. That's not too bad, that's not too bad. So, what I can do while I'm here is start getting these being automated so they're coming in. Oops. And we'll do that. There's that. So the first, I do need to get back underneath, don't I? Dang it. Just take you away a sec. Now the way I usually do these is to add the layer underneath and then go from there. So if I remember rightly, so that's going to be the presents. Obviously it's going to be that one there, that one there. So if I come across one or two, that should line me up with the gap, which is right there. And we'll put a couple there. See, this is where I need the blinking jetpack to get back up there. But I did make sure to unlock a few things in the MAM, such as a ladder, which makes life so much simpler. Right, so I need those reds and the blue baubles, which are these guys. So splitter, not merger, splitter. There we go. drop that right about the center of the pad. I think it's around about there, I think. That's about right. And if I do one there, I can line that up as well. Just there. And then what I'd be doing is doing obviously floor hole either side and running them down underneath and up into the next production there. But yeah, it does take a lot, that's for sure, of thinking mathematics with this game. So that one is going to be with the blues. Right, let's bring you across a little bit more. That's going to be the reds. There's the blues. So, and I think that is the big issue a lot of people have, where they just do not understand it. That one I want. So if I put one there, I'm going to be running these pretty well close to each other. So I'm just going to drop one slightly below the other. And let's see. Now, which one was blue? The first one, this was blue, wasn't it? So, yeah, so the first one is blue, so that one's going to be the reds. So, I will upgrade these at some point. There we go. But, time for now, I have to use those lower tier belts again. So, that. But I really do like this option that they added, so it does make life that little bit simpler. So there, always go back to when you go to place, and then you can curve it around nicely like that. But like I was saying earlier as well, you can actually double these up, so just like that, and then you can have like quite a few going all at the same time. So let me grab that a sec, so obviously I'm going to need to bring that across that a little bit further and line up with that. So let me find that. Actually, what you could do is go like this. So that is going to be there. What you could actually do if you wanted to is curve it around so it points in the direction where the belts are coming from. Go across 2 and place down, and then connect it backwards basically. And that is going to make life so much simpler as well. So obviously that's now half it's gone into storage, half it's now coming into here. So that is definitely simple. I'll leave that for now. I'll just cover that up so I don't fall down. Too much thinking in maths for this. Yeah. It is. When you're first getting set up, and actually I think even Darius and Dave and that, who are pretty good with their mathematics, at times can get stuck with some of this stuff. Yeah, but also, like I said, I will be adding Fixit farming, Fixit farming, at some point. So then I can actually start owning some doggos who can then go out. Oh, hello you. And because I like doggos, and at the minute, if I can, oh, will you stop it? Stop it. Fine. Come here, come here. Having that the bigger zapper is a lot easier. So obviously these are the hogs. There is a mother hog somewhere around. Thankfully not around here. Ouch. And obviously the aim of the game is to try and not kill them, but yeah. There is a couple of creatures in here that, to be honest, are very mild. One is the big ray moth thing that's flying around here. You can actually land on it if you have a platform in the right spot, you can actually land on it and ride around the area. There's several of them in the map itself. Now obviously there is 4 different starter options when you do start the game. Each is in a different area. It's basically one big map, but the way they've set it up, you can actually start in different areas. So there's the moth just there. You can just that's just gone and hidden. This is another thing. I'm not sure exactly what it is. My daughter likes to call it a land whale. That's another thing you can actually jump on if you want and ride. It's really good for getting some height. And then obviously you got your doggos. They're kind of placid little things, but you do have to tame them temporarily with some berries. And then there's a funny little bird as well. It's completely useless. You can't do anything with it. If you kill it, it doesn't give you anything. Hello, hog. But my wife loves the little bird that's in here. Oh, there's a little doggo. And at the minute, with it being Christmas, they do have horns. Hello, mate. And a little red nose. Isn't he cute? Oh. But yeah. At some point, I do want to tame one. You can tame them at any time, but you don't get anything out of them. Oh, you little sausage. Come on, jump down. Come on. Yeah, at some point I do need to get that garden sorted out. So there's another impure. But yeah, there's a lot of impures around this area. Personally, for anyone starting that, I'd probably go with the desert, really. Hello, Mr. Doggo. Hello, Mr. Doggo. Hello. But yeah, obviously give him a couple of berries, or at least one, and then you can actually pet it. See? Actually, obviously he's running away. Hello, mate. Hello. Obviously, the nice thing with the Ficsit farming, obviously you get a little pen that you can capture these guys into, and what they'll do is they'll gather resources for you to make life a little bit easier. I had one a while ago on one of my, I think it was my first or second save game. It was just a wild one like that. Had it in a little pen that is set up. One day I loaded into the game and it was like nuclear sized. I was like, what the heck? It was literally the size of the factory area room I'd set up for it. I was in shock. I'd never seen one so huge. Right. So what was I doing? So can't do that. Okay, so that's sorted. That's just running. Yeah, so that's what I was going to do. The reinforced plates. That was what I was meant to be doing today, and kind of got a bit sidetracked there. I need some sound alerts. Have I not got them up there, bud? Test wedges. Oh, that one works. Oh, do you mean like how like Cope's got them set up and such? Yeah, I haven't got them sorted out. But yeah, how you doing, Mr. Patrick? Oh, cripes. I'm installing the Division 2. I've heard of it. Never played it. So what games have you got, Mr. Bad Lad? Out of curiosity, I know you got Farm Sim, Channel Punch Law, so I can spam you like you do others. I'm not that silly. I'm not that silly, Mr. Patrick. Maybe I should one of these days set them up. There we go. Let's set up those belts. How are you doing? There we go. Sorry if that went a little bit quiet there for a second. I had a itchy ear. Right, where are you there? So let's get rid of that. I can set these up now to be tier 2, so they're coming in a bit faster. That. For the nice thing for upgrading, all you literally do is select the level you want, and then just hover over it and then click on them, and they will upgrade the belts. So obviously these are now tier 2 belts. Obviously, let's do it this way. So as you can see, it's now gone up to a tier 2 belt and a tier 2 lifter, or Mark 2 should say. I always want to say tier 2. Too used to playing Farm Sim. Right, so for now I think I can do away with all these now. There we go. And we'll be getting rid of that as well. Oop, just like that. Oop, make it around as well. And stick that back. So that's pretty much the Fixmiss farming for now, all automated. So I've got my gold baubles just there, silver ones in there, then obviously going through what we've got there anyway. Got the bows, candy canes, tree branches, then obviously the red and blue baubles. Cool. So I can just leave that running for now, which is fine. So iron plates. That's one thing I am gonna focus on now. Obviously for this I do need some plates and screws. So I can run one off of each of them. That would work. And so if I start off with the screws, Call of Duty, Vanguard, Ark. Thinking of getting 7 Days to Die. Oh, nice. I know nothing. Yes, I know lots of nothings. Probably heading to bed soon. Honestly, it's 5:30 in the morning. Okay, but yeah, thanks for popping in, Mr. Patrick there. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of these shoot 'em up games. I've never been big on it. I've done like things like Grand Theft Auto in my past, but that's about it. There's that. 8. I need to sort these keys out. Oh, you're gonna be a bugger. Obviously, lining up is a big issue. So I need to bring that across a bit. Splitter. Yeah, that's not too bad. I can cope with that. There we go. Now, one thing I did find with the Fixit farming is some of these don't line up quite right. Is that going in this hill? Yeah, it is good. Right. Come on, up and over it. Right, so now that I've got that one at least lined up, I can do this. And obviously if you want them to lock onto the belt as well, what you can do is hover your pointer over the belt itself until you want to click it down, and then good old left mouse button. That is not the one I want. That's what I want there. Now obviously I'll be taking them out on this side. That's fine. Go to full. It is great having hotkeys as well with some of this stuff. Makes life a lot easier. And let me take you out for a minute. I'm going to leave a slight gap between these for kind of a wall, a walkway. Yeah, I think I'll start it somewhere around right here. I'm not even sure if I'll put a wall in, to be honest. I might just leave it a bit of a gap. So I need some of these guys. But I'm going to take it back a bit so I can get a little bit more going. Let's bring it to the middle. There. Oh dang, rotors. Oh, and I don't know if I've got any rotors made yet. I've got some gone there. I've been awake since 1:30 this morning. You're as bad as my daughter. She said she woke up around about 2, 3 o'clock and couldn't get back to sleep because of one of the cats. Please say I've got some. No, I don't. Fudge nuggets. This area can actually be taken down now. Yeah, that's the reason that she didn't want to stream, because obviously she is just absolutely knackered. Otherwise we would have done Goat Sim today. That can stay there. That's fine for now. And there we go. There's a couple anyway to get started with. And Molly Yay, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Also, we are playing a little bit of Satisfactory today. Also, if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat. And Mr. Apple by UK 86, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome in as well. And how are you guys doing today? There's that, there's that. So I want to set up 3 of each, wouldn't it? So 1, 2, 3 of them. Now one thing I always do, I always forget what the heck I need. So I come in here, add 1, just so I know I need like screws, I need the iron plates. I can get very forgetful at times, unfortunately. So walls, let's grab something like that. Take that down a sec. Give me a little platform to play on. Come across here. And now I'm probably going to end up getting rid of these eventually. So that's going to be the first one. That's going to be the second one. 1, 2. And that'll be the third one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And obviously I need to take them. Where the heck? Oh, I put it down, have I? Bang. Welcome new people. Yeah. I recently got back into Satisfactory, so it's interesting to see how many people are playing it. Yeah, exactly. And I know there's a lot of people who are really far on and really creative. That's one thing I definitely do not have, is the creativity. I've tried with my previous save games to be a little bit more creative, but yeah, people like Total Eclipse, Kivitz and all that. Some of their builds that they do is just astronomically amazing. Do you like that word, astronomically? It's cool, isn't it? Definitely something I cannot do, and I did mess that one up. So obviously, when you're doing these guys, like I mentioned, to make sure that they're pointing the right way. So if I pan that around, as you can see, it's actually going in. Also, I need to go it going out. So if I hit the R key, it's actually going to then force it to go outwards. And that's what I need. Because this is going to be the inputs. There's that. But yeah, I'm not. So for anybody just joining, obviously, or who's been lurking in for a while, obviously with this save game, I do not have any mods currently. Normally I don't really run them. Ficsit farming is one I do enjoy using when it's working. The only other one I've really used is the Power Shard mod. Dang it, it's a freaking headset. Just to get some more shards going to up the productions. Like those floor holes, I've never used them before. They are really helpful, and what's the reason for that? Oh, okay, somebody wants to promote their channel. Okay, no, oh, I don't want to do that, but thank you, Bad Lad, for jumping on that. Cool. A farm sim fan too. Yep, that's what I tend to do normally, is farm sim. Also stream Wednesday and Fridays farm sim, usually on PV Wolf Creek by Mr. Dajnet. obviously a lot of the Sim Game Alliance do Farm Sim, Satisfactory, other games like that. Now where the heck am I going to put this? If I bring that in there, a couple more. Let's bring that down there. But yeah, I also do obviously Satisfactory, occasionally ATS, ETS, stuff like that myself. Usually on a Saturday like today, it would have been with my daughter, but she's not feeling the greatest today, and she's just been showing off some of her stuff. It would have been Goat Simulator today, but yeah, not too well, unfortunately. Hey, Mr. Thomas, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, obviously, if you're not following Mr. Dajnet, please give him a follow. Hopefully, in the new year, he will have a new map for you guys. Right, let's bring that across a sec, just so I don't fall off. I've got a terrible habit of falling off these things. Right, so let's do that. I'm not as good as like NBC and Dave and all that at doing Satisfactory, but I try. Oops. Okay, so belts, that one. And where the heck are you? Let's bring it from there instead, it'd be easier. Hopefully, around about somewhere around about here. There's 1, 2. Super Trooper. There's 1. Now, obviously, this one is going to need to go down a little bit. Right, so is that the belt? Nope, that's the other one. But yeah, that's where it needs you to be, is it? I hope. Oh yeah, I did keep that straight. Bring that around and lock that onto there. Oh, I hope that's going to be okay on the next one. I'll do the same again on here. Alright, bring you across to there and drop that down to there. So that can now focus on building up. That's not too bad, I like that. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Anyway, right, so, hey Mr. Mouse, how are you doing this morning? Yeah, it's just a little bit tiredness. She tends to get up far too friggin' early, and then obviously cats, like to bug her and stuff. But yeah, she'll be fine. Good night's rest and she'll be fine. Right, so I do need to go down a fraction more. And doop. Just so I can see what's going on. Let's get rid of all these now for the now. Don't worry, I won't be deleting them quite yet while I'm still stood on them. Now, one thing, if you do find that you hit things that you don't want to delete, just do the control and then go over the 2 pieces. Click on 2 pieces. Oh, there we go. It'll take them off, and then I'm going to fall down. Yep, just like that. Dag dang it. Dag dang it. Let's put one there as well. Now, one thing with these little legs that I've put up, one thing I will be setting up at some point is power coming down them. And obviously you can utilise them for the belts and stuff like that, so that's kind of cool. I think they need to make it where they're adjustable underground conveyors. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I do know that Total Eclipse was setting up, I think it was a oil refinery, power plant or something, and somehow he actually got them to go, the pipes actually go in the ground, which is kind of weird. Kind of tricky as well. Right, so I need to bring that over a little bit more. I should be fine there, I think, for now. So obviously, that's the screws coming in. I do need next some plates. But yeah, some of the builds that he does is freaking amazing. And if you're not checking him out, I definitely recommend going over and seeing some of the builds that he does. He actually just got married, what, a couple of weeks ago, which is kind of cool. To Edna. There we go. So, floor hole. Oh, fudge. Wrong key. Wrong key. Nope. That one. Thank you. Floor hole. Now, I don't know why, but I always... Did I put a merger? I did. Stupid freaking monkey. They're meant to be splitters. There. Yeah, definitely recommend going over and checking some of the builds and stuff. And the nice thing is as well, with obviously the blueprints and stuff, if anybody out there has like a building that they've created, you can actually have it now added into your game if you wanted to. That's about right. And something like that. Yeah, I do need to set up my buttons. I'm still not used to these new buttons, so I think I'll set them up to how I used to have them. Floor hole. The joys of restarts. You have to do all these freaking buttons again. Full. There. But yeah, this is my go-to game when I'm not playing Farm Sim. So this is going to be an interesting one. So let's grab you guys. Actually, what height were you? That's 8 down, so that's about 4. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. See what you could do with this side is start it the same way again, then just drop it down to meet in those other ones in a sec. Oh, fudge nuggets. Fudge nuggets. You're gonna die if you keep falling. Eventually, but obviously the nice thing is when they came out with update 7, I think it was, or 6, they actually increased your life on that, so does you last a little bit longer. But normally you would have. Normally I would have. I think from this sort of height, that would cause a lot of damage, that's for sure. Hey, how far do I have to get to unlock the new brute? It's level 4. Phase. Hang on, I'll show you. Blueprints, tier 4. Yeah, so tier 4 blueprints right there. I haven't quite got there myself. I'm still trying to unlock the Advanced Steel Productions. Well, have a great day, my friend. Sleep time. Alright, Patrick, thanks for popping in, buddy. You're welcome back at any time. That is for sure. You're on tier 2? Yep, there you go. So a little way to go. A little way to go. Yeah, I think I got up to, what was it, tier 8. And obviously I was then working on the phase 4 to unlock the next lot of stuff, and yeah, that's when the game crashed and I lost my last save game, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. Actually, I always usually start in the desert, and so when I first started playing this game, I was actually in this area, so I thought it'd be nice to maybe come back to where I was previously in the game. Right, so if I grab you from there, we're going to be bringing you to... Hopefully this is going to stretch far enough. Oh, fiddlesticks. I hate doing that. I think I'm gonna have to set up some. Oh, those supports first. Hello, kitty cat. Have you come to say hello? Have you? Ba-da-ba-da. Yeah. Yeah. You can lose stuff, but the nice thing is, what will happen is on the map. Obviously, if I hit the M, so this is basically all I've found so far. Depending on where you lie, a little icon will actually pop up with like a box, and that is basically where you were. So you can actually retrieve this stuff as well, which is nice. Oops. The only time you will actually lose your inventory is if you actually fall off a cliff. So there's some actually just underneath my coal plant there. It literally goes on and on and on forever and ever and ever. Thankfully, I've only ever done that once, and I'm not going to do that again. But yeah, you can lose your inventory that way. But obviously, if you land on land itself, you should be fine. But yeah, I do like jumping down. The thing is, I'm too used to having obviously the hover pack or the jet pack, um, which makes life a lot easier. So that I'll take it to there. So that's gonna be one, the one I want. That's the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. To bring that to there. And I do not think there's going to be any belts over that far enough. Nope. Okay. There is a crate that drops with all of the things. Yeah, like Thomas says, so that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, health issues have a different idea of my sleeping. You're on tier 8, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much as far as I've ever gotten the tier 8. Um, yeah, I've never been able to. I do know that there is a setting as well in game that will allow you to save your inventory if you do die as well. I don't usually have it set up. Let's bring that across there. It makes life a little bit easier. Because I think it's a little bit of a cheat, to be honest, doing it that way. Hopefully that's connected up properly. Doesn't seem to come through. Let's go have a look upstairs. It's either an in-game setting or a mod, I can't remember. But you can actually, if you do die, you can actually keep your inventory when you spawn back in. Either or this thing's not producing naffle. Let's put them in there a sec. And see. I don't think I connected that up there properly. Ba. So let's get rid of that a second. Let's copy you onto the belt there. And we'll stick it up right there. Make sure it's going outwards, which it is. And that's working now. But yeah, I try and not fall off things too much or too regularly, so hopefully I'm not going to die. And what did I go and do? I just dropped right off. Okay, so let's see if I can pick you. Yep, good. So I need to set this up. Somewhere over here. So there's gonna be one there. Why do you keep flicking around? There we go. Now I don't want it to come in at the same point as them, so... But I'm gonna have to set it up that way for now. 1, 2, 3... Is that slightly off? It is good, that'll do me. And let's bring them across a minute to here. This is the only part I hate doing. This is all the setting up and stuff. I need one of them then. Fine, if you're gonna be like that. Takes a lot of figuring things out, that is for sure, some of this stuff. So that is gone far too far. Oops. That would be for the next one, so let's get rid of that a sec. And there. Let's grab that. So that is lined up there. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. That should be around about right. So all these lining ups and stuff takes a while to sort out. Oh fudge nuggets! Didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Click there onto. Actually, can I take you up a bit? Be easier, wouldn't it? Can I get you to go in there? Nope. Come on, come on, give me it. Oh, lovely. That's not too bad. I can cope with that. I think I can. All for your stream. Sorry, I was a little bit focused there. Sorry, guys. Just create a spawn. Ah, right. Okay. Good to know, Mr. Thomas. And obviously, welcome on in, Cobra Nebel. I think that's how you pronounce your name. If I butchered it, I am very, very sorry. I need more. Ah, jeez, peeps. I really need to get this up and running. There's that one. And we'll bring that one across to hello. Click on. There we go. There. I could take you up to that. And we'll put that in there. Oh yeah. Fudge nuggets. Right, so obviously I need to, actually should be able to do it from here. Save doing this again. Right, 1, 2. Oh, come on, turn around. There we go. So that should be there. Kind of a bonus actually being down here. You can see it a little bit better. So let's get rid of this lock, because I'm not going to be coming back underneath. Can I get that last one? There we go. It's not the prettiest, but it will do. Right, you there. And we'll go take you from there. At times it does make life a little bit easier being a distance away as well. There we go. That'll trickle them in at least for now. I will tidy it up later though, if it needs to. Alright, Mr. Mouse, catch you later, buddy. Thanks for popping in. I think I saw it in the in-game settings. Yeah. To be honest, I very rarely go in the settings. Obviously, one thing as well, guys. If you come into, I think it's the options. The options or advanced settings. Nope, it's not that one. I can never remember how the flicking heck you do it. Debug. Here. So, on the user interface, I know NPC showed us off, you can actually change these. So obviously the hologram color, for example. So if I go to place something down, obviously mine shows up a bit of a white color at the moment. You can actually change that in your settings. I'll keep going to that. So for instance, if I wanted to, I could edit that to be a purplish color. There we go. Or pink. We'll do confirm. So obviously when I go back into the game and go to play something, it's changed the color. Kind of cool. But obviously you can do that for each of those different options. So obviously that's going to be when you're placing things down. Obviously you got your color for dismantling if you wanted to change that. to, I don't know, maybe a blue or something for example, you could do that. So if I come back into the game, place one of them down, hit the F key, and as you can see it's actually highlighting it blue. Go back into the options. And hard clearance. So obviously, if you find that something is going to overlap, you could set that color up as well as the soft clearance. So that's where it's going to be well clear. Now I usually just keep it as the standard in-game stuff for now. Actually, that should have been white. Why didn't that go back to white? Then just hit apply. Interesting. Ooh, I got a nice purple, bluey colour. Okay, so at some point I do want to get these all overclocked, but obviously I do need to get a better miner coming up here. But for now, this will have to do. I will upgrade these two belts that were the tier 1 or Mark 1s. I keep wanting to say tier 1, but it's not, as Mark 1. That's kind of funky having that blue there. So let's grab some power. Oh, fudge nuggets. Come on, give me, where the heck's the power? I need a spare. There we go, that'll do. Bring that across here. Now I try and line up, if I can, with the centres of the production lot. So obviously I've got 3 there, so it's going to be somewhere in the middle here. Now obviously I will be coming through again, redoing all these wires so they're not being shown. You can always do the pull and curve it. Yep. And if you readjust the conveyor lift, alright, okay. I haven't really messed around too much, I just sort of get on and do things and try and make it look pretty. You can make your own power poles. Really? I'm just using the base game ones. Yeah, also in addition, if you hit the X key, you can actually customize all your colors and stuff. Occasionally I'll sort that out, but very rarely. Ooh. With these things as well, what you can actually do, but it's not going to allow me because obviously I haven't got any stars, but you can change some of the belts to be a bit more custom. Let's have a look at that. So, pop that on there. Just like that. Look at that. You can have a nice little Fixmas belt if you wanted to. Or reset it as it is. Actually, I got an idea. I just had an idea, guys. It's not good. Me and ideas are never good. Do I have the beams unlocked? I don't think so. Power. I've got the outlets, got that. Yeah. Not yet. No. Yeah, I've literally not got a lot unlocked on here yet. I'm still working my way through some of this lot. Things like this can increase your inventory as well. This is a nice thing I usually use a lot, as the rebar gun. But actually, I might be able to get that unlocked at some point soon. Oh yeah, I've got so much to do, but I really need to get these automations sorted out. That's doing that. That's lacking in something over there. Yeah, so what I can actually start doing is get rid of some of this lot now, I think. I'm probably going to end up with little boxes, yep. Oh, I'll come back to that in a minute. Because now, obviously I've got this area over here producing. I know. I know. So ideas are good at times. So one thing I always tend to try and do is keep things so that they're all level, almost like if there was a wall there as well. It can be annoying at times when setting things up, but just like that, because they didn't line up properly. One nice thing is obviously with that clearance right there, what I can then do is for future lines, if I need, say for instance, the um, reinforced iron plates for some another 2 or 3 different productions, I can then add splitters onto that and then cycle them out if I need to. Or if I wanted to add an additional ones, what I could do is set up um, another level above them and have them drop down. It's kind of how I got into on the last save game, is setting up at least a minimum of 3 and then going from there. So obviously if I needed to have more being produced, I'd basically create another level above the current lot. And it seemed to work out pretty well actually. I think it's around about there, is it? Yeah. So then you're obviously keeping the floor space minimal, but then you can actually double up your productions above and drop them down if need be. So that's not too bad, that's not too bad. They're being run through. At some point I do want to set up a mass storage area as well and go from there. It's all the way at the bottom. Oh, I have no idea. I literally have no idea. Beam. What did you say? It was beams. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't got beams unlocked yet. Well, I think I've got them unlocked, but I haven't got any. Is that the ones you're on about, the steel beams? I've got them. Rotors are there. Yeah, when it comes to particular things, I'm terrible with the names. I try, but yeah, I'm useless. I am absolutely useless. And I really need to get this lot sorted out. Let's have a look in here a minute. Getting there slowly on them. Definitely getting more mycelia sorted out. I haven't found any magic mushrooms yet. Power slugs, just got to sort you out at some point. Quartz. So this is the one that I really want to focus on as well. Obviously, I am going to need at some point the silica to create my glass walls for the productions. I just think it makes this stuff look so much nicer being encased within some glass and maybe have some funky goings on. And these Blade Runners are absolutely fun to definitely get around a little bit faster. But yeah, Oh, so it's dreadful. I've got so much freaking doing, and I haven't got a clue what I'm doing now. Haha. Right, so I need to clear that. So let's get this put away, tidied up a little bit. Freaking headset, it keeps doing my head in. Right, so let's shove this lot into storage. There. The nice thing is, doing this, it's going to then force all these to go down and underneath. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. Rods, you're full. You're full. And you're not full. Okay, so let's shove that in there. So the screws. But yeah, it is unbelievable just how much work I've still to do. I think I had a good couple of 100 hours definitely in my last save game. Hopefully get back to that point soon. But like I said, one thing I always have an issue is with the power production. I never seem to get the right balance going. But hopefully this time I'm going to just focus, keep an eye on it, make sure I don't overdo things again. Is that everything? Yep, there we go, cool. And just go from there. But yeah, these two gangways either side with the bit in the middle missing, I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm going to I want to encase it in glass so you can actually walk across, see what's coming up. And maybe it might end up removing this layer and just leaving it there. What did I pick up? Screws. Okay, so that's down here somewhere. And in a minute I will be jumping off because I am starting to get rather peckish. And my wife is now killing my neck. Hello dear, what's up? Don't worry, I'm getting off in a minute. I know it's nearly lunchtime. Pop them in there for now. So, yep. So this is a little look at basically my current save game. Got lots still to do. Hopefully I'll try and get some more streams done at some point, guys. But for today, I think that's going to be it. So let me jump over to my ending screen. There we go. Get some credits rolling. Obviously, a big, huge thank you to everyone who's come out today to check that out. Obviously, it would have been, like I said, with my daughter. Unfortunately, she wasn't feeling very well. Obviously, going to try and do it for next week instead. So next Saturday, which is obviously I think Christmas Eve, hopefully, we'll do a goat simulator again. Yep. Okay, Mr. Bad Lad, I'll jump in Discord in a little while. Obviously, a huge thanks obviously to Mr. T Miller for the tier 1 resub. Um, and then obviously Molly, Yay, and the rest of you guys who follow us today, much, much appreciated. So, actually, let me save my game before I do anything. Also, I do need to find out who is out there in the world of. Oh, Mr. Cope's still alive, is he? Okay, so what I think we'll do is jump on over and catch up with Mr. Cope TV. Obviously, he's playing PV Wolf Creek at the minute. So let me get this up by Mr. Obviously Dajnet. He's a big member within the community. So let's get this raid going. So obviously I will be back again Wednesday streaming. Oh, I've got Evil Reyes twice for some reason. Doing probably I'll try and see if I can get back onto Wolf Creek myself. If not, it's probably going to be back on Silver Run. Oh, ouch! I need to get a drink in a sec. So yeah, have a great weekend, guys. If I don't see you again, have a great Christmas and all the best. Okay. Obviously, Dajnets won't be live later because obviously he's got his family Christmas this weekend. But I'd imagine NBC Master Dad may be out there. But until next time, guys, stay safe, stay well, and all the best for Christmas and the New Year.